it's Allison at the Racine Heritage Museum, and today we are going to be taking you through our new temporary exhibit. Unfortunately, this exhibit opened up right before the museum had to close because of COVID-19. So, since very few people have gotten to see it, we are going to be showing it to you today. So this exhibit is called the Park High School Sign Exhibit, and it's filled with items from the Park High School Sign Shop, which was started in 1958. And the students and faculty would create signs that would advertise different school events or community events as well. Initially they were painting the signs, hand painting them, until 1961 when Ron Gardina took over the sign shop and introduced screen printing to the students. And I'll let Chris tell you more about that.
Thank you. The screen printing was the result of a purchase that Unified made. Some Army surplus screen printing units were made available. There were six such units, and it just completely changed the operation of the sign shop. The students and faculty worked together to produce this beautiful artwork that was used to promote school events and community events until the end of the sign shop's run in 1971. They ran it like a business. They worked with area suppliers for inks and for paper, and they worked with other sign shops to kind of learn the process, for-profit commercial sign producers in the area, but also made an effort not to compete with them in any way. But what they wound up with was a pretty robust program that earned enough money to take all of the students and the faculty that were part of the process out to dinner at the end of each year. And it was just a marvelous thing, and it produced some really cool artwork. We chose 27 pieces out of some 45 that were part of this wonderful collection. Because I wanted to show the breadth of the kinds of promotions that they did. There are, if you look around the exhibit, you can see that there are, we're staying 6 feet apart. You can see talent shows at Park High School. You can see the Park Horlick games. There's a wonderful 4-color piece here, 2 different versions of a Unified Schools art fair, 2 different years. But and this particular sign, the one on the left, was designed by one of the outstanding student artists named Mike Wilfer. The one on the right was designed by the sign shop leader, Ron Gardina, who's an art teacher at Park High School. I like those because they're kind of similar, but they're 2 different kind of ways of looking at the same thing. It's just really fascinating. And I bring up Mike Wilfer because his work is one of the outstanding features of this collection. At a festival a student festival in 1964, he produced as a student these really beautiful images of the S.C. Johnson Research Tower using 2 different colors to indicate daytime and nighttime, and these were just very, very well received by folks at S.C. Johnson, but all throughout the fair, and we're really fortunate that a couple of these wonderful pieces have been saved. Just above the little card with the 3 figures in it, down later in the run of the sign shop in the late 60s, they started to produce Christmas cards, initially for the principal of Park High School to send out to people, but then they produced them for sale, for people to buy a bunch and send them. This one here was designed by Ron Gardina, and it depicts the 3 wise men story of Christmas. So it's something it's amazing that these were preserved the way they were. We just don't find stuff like this. These signs were often just made to be used once and thrown away, and we're very fortunate that they've survived. And this one's my favorite, because orange is my favorite color. And if anyone can tell me how to pronounce this word, reply, let me know. It looks like booty-doody-doo. Thank you very much for coming. I hope we can open soon enough that you can all visit the exhibit and see everything here. Please look forward to our next 6 feet apart with Chris and Allison. We'll be featuring some really cool classic cars from the museum's collection.